Hey guys, it's GameFace here and welcome back to episode 60 of my Leeds United career mode. Now today we've got 2 more games to play before we get into the January transfer window. I still need to get your guys' suggestions on who I should get in to replace Yaya Toure, who will be on the way out. He's not been good enough since signing our pre-contract agreement, so I'm going to get rid of him. Let me know in the comments who you think I should try and sign to replace him once we get into the January transfer window, probably at the end of this episode. We've got West Ham first of all, and then is it like Burton or something? Yeah, Burton afterwards in the Cup. So it's going to be tough, but before we get into the episode, if we could go hit 20 likes on this video, that would be really appreciated. Also, if you haven't already, please go and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Let's move on into things. We've got this game against West Ham to kick things off straight away. And yeah, it should be an interesting game, this one. I'm going to change on the team slightly. It's going to be a fairly strong team though, because obviously we've got Burton coming up and they are going to require my cup team, I believe. So we'll probably change it then. We've only got 2 days rest in between things, but it is a bit of a tight schedule coming up, so we need to make sure we're rotating the team as much as possible. So I think we will put out a fairly strong team for this game, and then we'll change it round for the Burton game up next. And this is the team that I've gone with. It's pretty much the side you'd expect, to be honest. The only change really in there is bringing on Loopy on the right-hand side of things, because Meunier was simply not able to play. He was too tired for this match, really. So I've decided to put Loopy in there and just kind of mix it up a little bit. So, yeah, we'll see how we get on against West Ham. It's a home game. It's one that we should be looking to win. We've got a game in hand. If we win that, then we could go, I think, 4th place. So we need to try and win this one. And yeah, let's just see how we get on against West Ham. Don't forget, if you haven't seen the first 3 episodes of the Valencia career mode, go check them out also on the channel as well. I've just recently started a new career mode, for those who don't know, with Valencia. I've done the first 3 episodes. The previous one was yesterday, because I alternate between the 2. So yeah, go check it out if you haven't already. And in this game, hopefully, we can get ourselves a good result. We could go above Norwich here, and obviously Newcastle, as you might have just quickly seen from the table, they also have a game in hand as well. So we could go in front of Norwich, but Newcastle's still up there, and the likelihood is they will extend their points tally in front of us. We'll have to wait and see, though. Obviously, we've got to focus on this game first. It is going to be a tough match against West Ham. They do have some very good players. And yeah, I'll have to wait and see how we do. Hopefully we've got enough good players going forward to kind of counteract that. Calvin Phillips is going to have a shot. Oh, it's played through. And that's 1-0. Oh, that's all come from my mistake. Right, we've got to score with Yedlin now. I don't really know what's happened. I've accidentally clicked the pass button. I was supposed to shoot here with Lewis Cook. It's brilliant build-up play, though. And Calvin Phillips into Lewis Cook. I pass it by accident to Yedlin. And he scores. So I'll happily take that. I was meant to shoot with Lewis Cook. It didn't quite work, but straight away from kickoff, we scored, and it's Yedlin getting another. He likes to go up the pitch, Yedlin. He's scored a couple recently for us, and that is another one 4 minutes in. 1-0 already. Yeah, just completely accidental, that pass through, but it's led to a goal, so we'll take it. Here we go, another chance for it. Calvin Phillips plays it through to Berahino. Oh, it's 2-0. Oh, brilliant play yet again. We've opened them up this time. And we have been on top against West Ham. This could be a bit of a thrashing here, actually. We've not had loads of chances, but when we're making the chances, we're absolutely taking them each and every single time. There's again another brilliant bit of build-up between our midfielders. Cam Phillips involved, I think, again. And I just can't believe how well we've started this game here. It's just brilliant build-up play. Calvin Phillips, a little bit of a... Was it a 1-2? Maybe not. I think it was Berahino that got onto the second pass. But a fantastic bit of play. And we are winning the game 2-0, 22 minutes in. Calvin Phillips looking for Loopy this time. Don't know what foot he is. We're going to go with the right foot, and it's straight at the keeper. Not a bad shot, though, considering what overall he is. But we have played so well in this game so far. However, I don't think it was the same for the second half, because I'll be rotating the team round quite a bit, purely just to rest as many players as possible, going through a very busy schedule at the moment, and that's not a great cross. Okay, just a long ball up to Berahino. He can't be offside here, surely, but yeah, he's still going. Berahino, oh, nearly made it 3. That's just come out of nowhere. It's literally just a long ball up there. They can't deal with it, and again, another good chance for us. And that is it for the first half. We are going to make some changes now. We are still winning the game 2-0 also as well. We're going to make some changes. We need to try and rotate the team around. So we're going to take off Lewis Cook, bring on Yaya Toure, and I think we'll also bring on Dele Alli for 45 minutes, take off Calvin Phillips, who's becoming even more important by the game, and we'll also take off Berahino as well, who for obvious reasons is coming off. Basically just because he's obviously vital to our team. We'll bring on Callum Wilson again, give him some more minutes on the pitch to try and prove himself. but he's not really done too much off the bench, to be honest. I thought he was going to be so good as well off the bench with all his pace. He just lacks a lot of quality, which Berahino has. Oh, Graves won it back, and he's not got anybody to beat here. Surely he's got to score. So many West Ham players around him, and he does finish it off. That's very good considering the amount of time I had to think about that, which could have easily led that to go wide. But it's 3-0, just nicks it off the defender. They are starting to push loads of players forward now, so that's probably the reason. But nicked it off him on the halfway line. Just kept on running. Damari Graves been brilliant for us again in this game. Slots it past the keeper. 3-0. Why can't I do this on every career mode on World Class? It's really strange that of all career modes, it's Leeds that I play best with. Obviously, we do have some additions to the Leeds team, but yeah, certainly it seems to be the best team that I can play with out of all the sides I have tried with, basically, on World Class. But yeah, let's see if we can try and get a fourth now, except with Callum Wilson. Dele Alli now trying to beat Winston Reid. It's going to be tough for pace for Dele Alli. He's going to lay it off to Callum Wilson. That was meant to go through. It didn't quite find him. And a little bit sloppy now. Obviously, we're taking off the better quality players. Yaya losing out in midfield as usual. Another free kick, this time in the 90th minute now. It's a bit further out, this one not looking as dangerous. They've gone with the chip. Oh, get it away, and it has been cleared. An interesting kick over the bar, that one. And it looks like that's going to be it pretty much for the game now. Callum Wilson nearly nodding it on. And we can try and keep a clean sheet against West Ham. That'd be really good, and we have done. 3-0 it finishes. What a result. And yeah, we'll happily take that. Another win, another 3 points. And yeah, let's move on to the next game against Burton. I think we'll probably have a few emails to look at first, though. Okay, I've just sent an email saying that this guy wants to cancel his youth contract. So he's not very happy. Stats-wise, not great. He's 47 overall, left-footed. We're actually going to offer him a contract. We have quite a bit of money at the moment. We are going to offer him a contract, see what he's like. But we're also going to, at the same time, find some more younger players. We've not done that in ages, and I didn't realise that it finished, to be honest. So we are going to go ahead and try and find some more English talent. We'll go in 9 months, we may as well. And I think with this guy, what's the other country I should look at? It's difficult to know, really, what other country. Back in a second once I've decided. Okay, I'm going to go with Italy for obvious reasons. And yeah, we'll go with a 9-month stay for that one. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Again, it's going to be returning like in September of 2018. Wow, that's going to be an interesting one when he does return. Obviously, we're going to have scout reports every single month now. But I'm looking forward to that, hopefully try and getting some more youth players, try and getting better quality ones. We haven't really had a standout one come through the academy just yet. We've obviously got the likes of Lupi getting a game every now and again, and Batiste. But there's been no standout player that secured a place on the bench. So we've got a lot of them in the team, as you can see there. But we are going to move on into the Burton game now. Hopefully have some sort of team that we can play with, because obviously we are getting very low on numbers for this match. Let's have a look at the sort of players we have available. Not many of those can actually play, but I'm obviously going to go with the Cup team. I'll be back in a second once I've decided on it. Okay, this is the team I've gone with. It was a tough team to pick, actually. It's probably one of the toughest teams I've picked ever in this career mode, because it was very, I don't know, it was difficult to decide who to put in the team, really. I've put in Rossetti in goal, as you'd expect. It is obviously the Cup game, so we are going to rotate the team around. He's my Cup keeper. Marsden at right back, Capello and Smith at centre back, Gomez at left back. Kind of fairly standard defence, which I put out usually for the Cup games. But then we move into midfield. Meunier starts at right mid. Just because he obviously didn't play the previous game, and I think he should be fine for this match, really. Lewis Cook also starts this game somehow. His stamina must be pretty incredible. In fact, it's not even that good. But obviously he only played 45 minutes of the last match. Pollis starts this game, not really used him too much, so it'll be interesting to see what he's like. Batiste as a left mid. Alex Mort just in behind Sabrino. Now, Sabrino's going to be an interesting one again. Not played him, I don't think, as an out-and-out striker since he signed. So we'll have to wait and see again how he gets on. That's the bench, though. It's a very strong bench. Obviously, if things do start to go wrong, I'll change it immediately. But yeah, let's play this game against Burton Albion. It'll be an interesting match. It's one that, obviously, on paper, we should absolutely thrash them. But I don't think it'll be the case. Let's find out how he gets on. Hopefully, have a good few performances from some of the players that don't usually get picked. Here we go. We're away at Burton Albion. If we can help it, I don't want this to go into a second leg, which I believe would happen if we didn't get ourselves a result here that obviously wasn't a win. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how we get on. They're going to be a good team. The way they've started this game off already appears to show that they are going to put a lot of pressure on our players. It's going to be a tough match. Let's wait and find out how we get on. Alex Moe going to play it through to Sobrino now then. Can he outpace anybody or even use his strength? No, he can't, sadly. Polis running through. Sobrino now trying to chip it through to Lewis Cook. Not really had too many decent chances. That's probably the second best chance we've had, maybe. Maybe even the best chance, to be honest, because we haven't made loads. And I think that's the only problem. You have Sobrino up front. Doesn't do too much for you. Probably should have won back the ball there. But yeah, he's not like Berahino at all. And as of the first half, still drawing the game 0-0. Yeah, not a lot really to show in that first half. We are obviously going to change things around. It clearly hasn't worked. But I wasn't expecting a 5-0 at half-time with this sort of team out anyway. So we're going to move Sobrino onto the left-hand side, take off Batiste, who hasn't really been seen, to be honest. So we are going to bring on Berahino for 45 minutes. Not something I wanted to do, but it needs to happen, sadly. And I think we'll also take off Alex Moe, who, again, it just hasn't really worked in being on the team. And yeah, we'll change the formation around quickly. Just go to the usual one that we play. And I think, who else do I bring on? I think Gray's going to have to remain on the bench. Yaya I'm tempted by, but I think it'd be harsh to take off Polis right now. He's not had a bad game. I think I'll keep him on for a little bit longer, see how he gets on. Muñoz through to Berahino. Here we go. This might be a good chance. Can we get ourselves a goal? Berahino playing it through to Muñoz, and he couldn't get hold of the ball. Oh, Muñoz, another player who's been a bit disappointing since joining from, was it Barcelona or something he joined from? I don't think he joined another team before that. But yeah, he hasn't been great for us in that right midfield position today. Okay, final change. Not too long left now. We kind of have to go all out, to be honest with you. I can bring in Yaya Toure, take off Polis to give us some more supposed quality in the midfield. And yeah, I'll have to wait and see whether Yaya can finally do something. Oh, Calvin Phillips breaking away. Can he get ourselves a final goal here? 10 minutes left. Calvin Phillips. Oh, he gets saved. His control was just not good enough to get him through there. Got ourselves a corner. I don't know where that's come from. They're clearly pushing loads of players forward by the looks of it. And we'll get Muñoz to take this one, I think, on his left foot. What a chance that was. Sadly couldn't finish it off. Into the box now to Berahino. Again, couldn't quite get anything on there. Back in there. And everyone's ran away from it for some reason. But Capella is going to have a strike. Oof, he's no Sol Bamba. Just the 3 minutes I've added on time. Now, I said I didn't want to draw this game, and it looks like I'm going to draw the game, which isn't great news. Part of me thinks I'd rather have lost the game, to be honest. But anyway, we've got Tommy Smith. Can't quite get there. Looks like that'll probably be the last kick of the game, or near enough anyway. I can't see us having another decent chance like the one that obviously Calvin Phillips had. Surely got to have something there, ref. Doesn't give it, and that is it. Oh, what a chance that would have been at the end as well. Going straight to Berahino. If only it was 5 minutes added on, we might have been able to do something. But like I say, that is it. We've drawn the game 0-0. We go into another match. And we're going to have to try and win the second leg. As you can see, though, they've barely tested the keeper. I think they had one shot, like they said there. But I can't even remember it, to be honest. So yeah, Rossetti wasn't challenged at all in that match. But we have a second leg to try and win it. I didn't really want that outcome, but it's happened. So we'll have to just deal with it when it comes up on the fixture list. We're currently third in the league, which is really good. 1 point behind Newcastle, pretty decent. Chelsea obviously storming in the lead, 8 points in front of us. Now to give some sort of comparison, last season we finished 6th. That was on professional difficulty. This season we're currently 3rd on world class, which is pretty incredible really. So I'm very happy with that at the moment. And we've got Philippi, I think we'll go with as the pronunciation, joining our first team, which is great news. And Aravidis wants to leave, same with Tommy Smith and same with Capella, even though 2 of those just played in that game. So a bit of a bizarre one, that's a bit of bizarre timing anyway, especially with them just playing. But I think that'll be it for this episode. We are just about to enter the transfer window. In fact, we have entered the transfer window, and they're obviously questioning me about those 3 players. But we have a transfer offer in here before we go for Ledesma. $1 million. Wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that. £1 million for a youngster, an 18-year-old. We are going to reject it. Because I'm not too interested in getting rid of him right now. He looks like he could be quite a good player. We will move on into the transfer window properly in the next episode. That is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this, then please hit the thumbs up button and also go ahead and subscribe as well if you haven't already. Let's try and hit 20 likes on this video. And also leave your suggestions for players I should try and sign and also get rid of in this transfer window. Remember, we are getting rid of Yaya Toure, so we need some sort of replacement for him. That is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.